These 6 things took me from feeling sad, unmotivated, and hopeless to finally going after my big dreams. Even if you do just one of these things, you are gonna make so much progress, and let's just get right into it. Number 1 is treat your brain points with respect. Every day, you get a new chance to restart. You're at 100% fully charged. You get 100 brain points every single day. If you didn't sleep well though, you're probably gonna have like 75 to 80%. We'll touch on how to fix that in just a bit. Everything you do though requires brain points. So you wanna focus on the things that are going to make you feel the most fulfilled if you get them done, because your brain points get weaker throughout the day. So work on any projects that you've been pushing off. And remember this though, anything is better than nothing. Small progress is still progress. You don't have to tackle the whole thing. Just a little bit goes such a long way. And honestly, you can probably only get like 2 to 3 major things done in a day, because we always want to get everything done and it just doesn't work like that. So understand that you're only going to be able to get like 2 to 3 things done in a day. And listen, save chores for the end of the day. I know we want to do those things because they get piled up, like the dishes and everything. But if you save those things for the end of the day, you will be able to use your brain points much better this way. So the laundry, the dishes, putting away your clothes, vacuuming, all of that, save it for the end of the day when your brain points are at like 25% and they are just weak, because these things take minimal brain power, minimal brain effort. Those are what we want to do at the end of the day. Checking your phone even takes away your brain points. Every single time that you scroll, your brain is trying to figure out what the hell is going on. You're being shown somebody swimming, so it's got to understand that there's a pool and the person jumping into the water, and that requires brain points. So you really want to make sure that you are using those brain points wisely. And this is also why you're going to feel drained when you're scrolling for too long, because you're using those precious brain points. Which leads me to number 2. Break your phone addiction. And I know a lot of people don't want to say that they're addicted. They think, oh, I'm just bored. That's why I check my phone all the time. But realize how many times you're picking it up, how many times you are just compulsively checking apps like Instagram, and you're just scrolling and you're like, how did I even get on here? Because trust me, I've been there many, many times. I used to be a full-on gremlin girl. And listen, if that's you, I have a whole free guide on how to get out of that. You can check that out in the description. But listen, evil, greedy scientists make us addicted for a reason. They want money off of us. They want you addicted. They use certain colors, sounds, notifications that are gonna keep you glued on there, and they make you stay on there for hours. And they make it impossible for you to get off. It really feels like you're in a community, and they do that for a reason. Trust me, I understand what it's like to be glued to your phone and lift your head up and see that the time just zipped by and you're like, what the hell? Why does this keep happening to me? I've been there, girl. And your future self is looking at you and she's like, why are you doing this to me? It's gotta stop. Your future self needs you to focus. You need to remove these distractions in order to get where you need to be. And honestly, just removing things that don't serve you. But your phone is your biggest distraction. It's always there. It's always available for you to just drift away and escape. And that's what you don't want to do. You want to go after your big goals. You want to really get after it. And another bad thing about your phone is that you're constantly being shown the best parts of people's lives, their highlight reel, everything that they're getting in life. And you're thinking to yourself, well, that could never be me. Why even bother? I'll never get any of these things. But girlie, you can. I promise you can. All it comes down to is your mindset. And that's what we're going to keep working on here. So stick around, make sure you subscribe, and I will make sure that you get everything you want and more in this life. I want you to know that there is hope, because we know what it takes. We know that these evil, greedy scientists make us addicted for a reason, and that's why we have to take back control of our lives. And this brings me to something else that they control your life with, which is number 3, choosing healthier options. These evil, greedy scientists know how to make us addicted to everything, and it's so frustrating, and I'm so fucking pissed off about it. Honestly, I'm so passionate about helping you guys understand that it's not you, it's them making you addicted to them. They put these weird ass ingredients and chemicals into these foods that make them taste delicious. They do it all for a reason. They want you to keep coming back and keep buying more so that they can keep making money off of you. And remember, it's not your fault. They are doing their job, and they're doing it so good because that's what they are paid to do. They're paid to make you addicted to these things. So here's what you need to do. I've got you covered. Listen, Just slowly cut back, because if you try to do this cold turkey and you just try to get rid of all the sweets, all the junk food, all the bad foods that they are making you addicted to, it will backfire and you will just get so upset with yourself. Your brain is going to be pissed. It's going to be like, what the hell are you doing to me? Stop it. So cut back slowly. For instance, if you're addicted to Ben & Jerry's ice cream, I know a lot of us are. I used to be addicted. I used to always go and get my Ben & Jerry's. I get it, girlie. You're not alone. But there are options out there that are healthier is what I'm saying. There's this brand called Yasso who sells these Greek yogurt bars. There's pistachio I used to get all the time. Chef's kiss. So good, delicious, and so much healthier for you. Because seriously, look at these ingredients in Ben & Jerry's. This is insane. How are we putting up with this? We have to put our foot down on this. We have to start looking at ingredients more and understanding that these things are not good for us. And listen, next time you go to the grocery store, just walk past the junk food aisle. There's nothing good for you in there. You can still get your ice cream. I'm not saying, like I said, don't cold turkey this stuff. Like, cut back slowly, but you don't need anything in the junk food aisle. There's nothing good for you in there. I can't give you many healthier options in there. Go to like the chip aisle instead if you have to, and get like healthier chips in there. But the Oreos, the tasty cakes, all that shit, walk past it. It is not worth it. Those are the really bad things. And we really just don't even want that at all. Like, look up the ingredients for that too, honestly. Not worth it. Go and get some tortilla chips, some hummus, and eat that instead. You do not want these Oreos. I used to binge eat Oreos. I used to eat the whole freaking box, and I always felt like shit. It always made me feel so unmotivated, so unproductive, and that is it. That's what's keeping you sad, and that's what's keeping you unproductive. It's this junk food, and that is gotta go. You cannot replace that with like the healthier options, really. Just walk past the junk food aisle. You don't need it. You can also walk in backwards for the grocery store, because everything that they want you to get is the things that you are you use all your brain points, right? When you go into the grocery store, and towards the end, you've got weaker brain points. So that's how they get you. They're like, oh, well, they're just going to buy these things because it's like something they're going to potentially regret. They can't put it back. They're about to check out. And that's how they get you. They put all of those bad things at the end of the grocery trip. So walk in backwards and get the things that you want to get out of the way, walk past them fast, and then shop for the things that are healthier, that are going to make you feel so much better, that are going to keep you motivated and ready to get shit done. Number 4, get outside more often. I get it. We live in the modern world. A lot of the things that we do don't require us to be outside, so we stay inside a lot more. But it's just really not good for your mental health, because it causes anxiety and it causes depression. And you're going to feel so much better if you go outside, even just for a little bit, like 2 to 3 minute walk, girl. 2 to 3 minute hot girl walk is going to do you so good. We are meant to be moving around and doing things. That's why we need our bodies to move. We need to get that sunlight on our skin. It makes you feel so much better. I promise you that. You can start so slow too. Even just sitting outside is better than being inside all day. For instance, I love reading outside. You can read fiction or nonfiction, whatever works for you, girlie. Just try to take it outside instead of sitting inside. I know sometimes it's hot, sometimes it's rainy, sometimes it's but just being out there just for a little bit and then keep moving forward and keep reading inside instead, right? That's still better than nothing. And every time I read outside or I go for my hot girl walks, I'm actually recharging my brain points. That's another thing. You can recharge yourself. So try this out. Just start slowly, 2 to 3 minutes. That's all I'm saying. And see how you feel. You're going to feel a lot better, honestly. Just give it a try. Speaking of recharging brain points, let's talk about some more ways to do that. So number 5, turning off the lights at night. Remember how I said not getting enough sleep will start you off with like 75 to 80% brain points? Well, that's because you need to make sure you're getting a good night's sleep. Your sleep is like the foundation of living a good life. You're gonna feel so much better. You're gonna have more energy to get things done, and you're gonna look better. They call it beauty sleep for a reason. And an easy, quick way to turn off your lights every night is to make sure that you do it at the same time every day. Make it a habit. Even better, automate that shit, girl. But listen, you can set an alarm, have it go off every day, and that's when you turn your lights off. You can light candles, you can turn your lights on to turn red. I highly recommend doing this actually. Get some Hue light bulbs and they will automatically be set to go red at the same time every night. That's what I do, and it really helps. Having red light turn on is really good for your circadian rhythm because it helps protect it. Your circadian rhythm is your sleep cycle, and that helps you with your hormones, your emotions, everything thing that has to do with you feeling good, basically, is your circadian rhythm. So you want to protect that shit at all costs. And honestly, automating anything you can in this life is such a life hack. We live in the modern world. Automate shit. Every time you got to think about something, that's taking away brain points, and you don't want to be doing that. But here's the biggest takeaway for you to understand about turning the lights off, right? And making sure that you have red lights instead of blue lights. Well, blue lights, if you don't know about this, I don't know, maybe you've been sleeping under a rock early, but blue lights are so bad for you. You do not want to be looking at things with blue light like your phone. That's another thing you can actually automate to go red, or you can set up triple tap accessibility and make sure that it turns red every night. Because blue light is making your eyes strain and it's keeping you awake. There's a lot of research done on this. It's not just me saying it. You can look into it. You are gonna feel so much better if you're taking blue light away and having red light instead. You can even get blue light blocking glasses. I do this too. Take your sleep seriously, like take your life seriously so you can get more out of life. And listen, if you wanna learn how to change the color mode to red, I talk about that in that free full guide on breaking your phone addiction. So go download that shit, girly, and start taking your life seriously. And the last one I have for you is number 6. 1% better every day, because it doesn't have to be this all or nothing mentality. If you make small progress every day, you are gonna feel so much better. You're gonna get more done. You're not gonna keep pushing it off, and it'll be easier on you. We think we need to make this massive progress, but honestly, it just causes so much stress and anxiety, and it's so bad for your body. Your body is like, fuck this shit, I don't want that. So 1% better every day is gonna get you there. Like, even if you do just something today, right? Doing something is better than doing nothing. The sooner you just get started on doing any of the things that I mentioned throughout this video, you will feel more motivated. You won't be feeling sad anymore, and you are gonna be so damn happy again. Because continuously making progress will make you feel proud of yourself. You are going to be working towards something instead of getting these instant dopamine hits from scrolling on your phone all the time. That is something you are not working for. If you are actually working towards something that is pushing you towards a goal, you are going to feel so much better rather than just giving up after a week. That's another thing a lot of people don't want to talk about. Going all in and doing all the hard work and then giving up after a week. That's where that gets you. Stop with that mentality. Small progress is better than no progress. 1% better every day, baby. Just do something. And keeping things easy and simple, don't make them overcomplicate it. Done is better than none. Now, if you're feeling a little stuck in life right now, I can actually work with you and we can break it down. I can get you a game plan and break everything down step by step. Because honestly, having another set of eyes on something makes it so much easier to get through a problem. So if this sounds like something you'd be interested in, be sure to check out the link in the description. I'll see you next time, bestie. Bye for now.